We're out here at Kingarrock. I think I pronounced that right, Kingarrock. So, been working on that just for y'all to pronounce it properly. Didn't want to, I kept calling it Kingarrock, if I'm being real. That's what I kept saying. We're out here. We're going to show you what it's like to play with hickory stick golf clubs, wooden clubs. We've got some right here. Yes. Check those bad boys out right there. You come here, there's 9 holes. We're going to be stinging it. We're going to keep score. We're going to bring you along. I've never hit a hickory golf club before, so we're going to find out what it's like. We'll take you to tee here shortly, but just kind of wanted to show you around the clubhouse first. We'll get on our way.
Good morning, welcome to Kingarrock. My name's Ross, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you as well.
I hope you're ready for this, the hickory golf.
I am ready.
Great. So here at Kingarrock we've got 2 different types of golf balls that we use. So we've got just a modern day golf ball, which mostly just acts as a backup really to what is our main play ball, which is our mesh style golf ball. This is what the golf ball would have looked like back in the 1920s, and this golf ball is designed to perform and feel as close as we can get to sort of 1920s golf ball. So the main difference between the two, apart from the fact that one's got dimples and one's got a mesh pattern, is the distance that they go. Nowadays we're very lucky in the fact that the clubs are quite good at hitting the ball in the air, so golf balls tend to go forward. Back in the 1920s, all the clubs tended to hit everything quite low, so they needed a golf ball that was going to go in the air. So what happens with this golf ball, especially when you put a bit of speed into it, is it tends to go up rather than forward. So especially with a driver, you'll probably find you guys will lose about 30-40 yards just off the tee sort of thing. But that's what you'd have had back in the day sort of thing, so that's the challenges you guys have got today. But
these are looking awesome. Can't wait to give them a rip.
Pure
or at least try to rip them.
sauce, sir.
I mean, look at it.
I mean, the stingers that are going to be sent with that. Are you kidding me?
As if a 2-iron wasn't hard enough to hit. We've got a wooden shafted one with a blade that's like a knife. Let's go.
So here, you actually get to choose your own set. Not allowed to play with your normal golf clubs. They have clubs here for you. We've got several options for which set we want to go with. I'm going to be focusing in, trying to get the perfect stinger club. We're going to see if we can make that happen. We've got about maybe 8 or so bag options, so we're going to get to choosing. Here are some of the options. They all have a little different shape to the irons. That looks like more of like a sand wedge maybe. This looks like maybe a putter? I don't know. I think so, possibly. This has got to be a putter right there. I mean, that right there doesn't have much loft. Over here, I don't know. I think one of these two might be the stinger club. Here's the wood. Several different options. I'm gonna go pick out the clubs for me today. Alrighty, this one is just kind of sticking out to me right there. Looks like we've got a stinger club as well. This is what we're going with. You swapping out drivers, mate?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
What's the deciding factor for you?
I wouldn't really say there's a deciding factor. Might go with that one, a bit of lead in the back. Who knows? They all just perform so differently.
So we only have 5 clubs here. Is this a normal count for back then?
I mean, for your sort of standard person, probably just with the expensive clubs. But really, back in the day, you could have had as many clubs as you wanted. You know, it wasn't until later on that they decided on the sort of 14 clubs that we know nowadays. And the story goes that there was a British amateur, and some guy had won it every year for like 2 or 3 years in a row, and everyone was getting fed up with him winning it. So Bobby Jones, the great American amateur golfer and one of Sam Torrance's ancestors, basically sat down and said, how many clubs did you have in your bag when you won it? 16. How many do you have? 12. Okay, average it out, 14, and that's where we get our 14 clubs from today. So we've given you 5. We're going to test your feel, test your imagination and stuff like that. But back in the day, you could have had as many as you wanted. Left-handed clubs, right-handed clubs, anything you really wanted to stick in there that was the sort of class as a golf club. You could have it in your bag, and nowadays we're kind of stuck with 14. So there you go.
Walking up here. This is the gate to the first tee, sir.
Big old gate, that, isn't it?
That is. Please close gate, sir.
I will do. Abide by the rules at all times.
Number 1 here, I believe it says ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call number 1, ha ha. We are here on the course, number 1, the Haha. Yeah, the Haha. Little dogleg right, 289 yards. Little butter cut right down central. Yeah, this is the club that we were hitting off of the front yard down to hole 7 green. That's what we're going with here on the first hole. We're also playing with this golf ball. Yeah, look at the dimples on that. Totally different than anything I've ever played with. Have no idea how this is gonna fly. We were using modern day golf balls up there on the yard. First swing with this. Let's see how it goes.
It's true.
He's a draw. Get down. Yeah, it's okay.
So that did the complete opposite of what I thought it was gonna do. I thought that was gonna go spinny high right, and that went low left. However, you know what that means? Stingers will be sent today. Yes, sir. Matt, tell me a little bit about your experience so far.
I've always wanted to actually play a round of golf with these clubs. Never known where to do it, so we're really lucky that we've got to do it. It's crazy really, because the grip obviously is made of leather and they're so shiny. You know, these things are old, and once you get on of it, it's like part of the challenge when you stood over it. You're not going to swing it like you normally would, A, because of the wooden shaft, so it won't be able to sustain the speed, but also the big thought in my mind is don't let go of this club halfway through because the grip is so shiny.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the feel off it feels awesome when you get it. To be fair, I like it. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to play these 9 holes now and see what has in store. I think the niblicks and trying to hit some of the long lines are going to be really special. It'll be a different experience.
102 yards left to a front left pin, it looks like. Let's let it fly. Alrighty, going through the clubs here, I'm gonna go with this. Looks to be a little wedge. Yeah, that's what we're going with. That's going right. That reacted off the face. Very different than a modern day wedge. That went way right. We're up there pretty close to the green. Need to get it up and down. Alrighty, about 25 yards just short of the green here. Probably want to land something about right there. Let it trundle up to the hole.
Oh no. I love how it's stamped with the word putter on it as well.
That was no good. That was right. We got to hone in these wedges. Definitely takes off a bit right. Need to figure out why. We've got the putter for the first time today. Just off the green here. Wow, that needs to focus. All right, there we go. We've got about a 25, 30 footer left. Pretty good line. Greens are a bit slow on the stump today, so just honing in that speed. We're gonna roll the rock. Oh no.
Woeful.
That was a bogey putt. So that was a double bogey here on number 1. Let's see if we can do a little better with the wedges next time.
So yeah, good start from Matt there with the bogey, which was, was actually the amateur standard back in the day. So yeah, just sort of standard start, double bogey. Maybe not so good, maybe 18 handicapper sort of style sort of thing. But
What did you get, Zach?
double.
Yeah, thought so. Hey, it's the first hole though. Time to improve.
Hole number 2, stand sure. 166 yards, little up the hill. Boy, that's a good backdrop for a little stinger. We're gonna tee this one up. I know I'm hitting an iron, and I don't tee the ball up when I hit an iron. I just feel like we need to here. We've got the stinger club here. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That was like a really good number. Hit that decent, just a little right. I was wondering here, we're walking up to the green, there's a castle right there.
Yeah.
What is that?
So this little stone tower was actually what was called a ducat. So doo is a sort of Scottish term for a pigeon. This is where they used to keep the pigeons back in the day, sort of in that little tower. Now it's just a nice little feature of the golf course sort of thing, but yeah, that's where they kept the pigeons, and they would go and collect the eggs, and from time to time collect the pigeons themselves for a bit of dinner sort of thing. But yeah, that was the pigeon's house basically.
That's awesome.
No.
Alrighty, we found the ball just off the green, almost pin high. The distance control there was phenomenal. It didn't pan out well.
You just want to be laying like the niblick there or something.
I learned that the flop shot probably is not a go-to shot today. Won't be using this club much around the greens. Yeah, we just got to get the ball rolling.
I'll take that, Ross.
Yeah.
Another one.
I feel like this is going to play pretty straight. May leak a little left. Probably need to hit it firm.
Is that another dub?
That's no good. That's no good. That's another double bogey. That's it's a 5 here. Yeah. Well, hold on. Unless this is a par 4 back in the day.
No.
Nice try.
Okay. Yeah. Number 3, Kingarrock 201. I was told that you want to take it just left of that rock there. Should be a pretty good line. Totally blind tee shot here.
You've made your choice.
The old bender around the corner, we'll take it. So far through 2 holes and a tee shot, I feel pretty good with the full shots. You know, you're able to kind of guesstimate at least what direction they're gonna head in, and contact feels great actually when you hit it solid. However, my analysis with the wedge around the green, not great. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure a way to roll the rock. Would love to make some pars today, maybe a birdie. Birdie at this point kind of feels like a hole-in-one. So we were talking walking up here. Well, what's your analysis on the good shots to bad shots?
Yeah, it's really funny, isn't it? The perception totally changes as to what is a good shot, what is a decent shot, and what is a bad shot. And a bad shot is obviously one that is a really bad shot, but like a really good shot is one that just kind of goes somewhere on the green, you know. And a good putt is somewhere that sort of goes maybe 3-4 feet from the hole. And because of that, I just find this style of golf so much more relaxing to play because you have no expectation levels at all. And because of the terrain you're playing on as well, the style of the greens, the fairways and stuff, you can't be as hard on yourself when you miss a putt because there's so many other sort of vague things that can go on aside of just a bad putting stroke. But it's brilliant fun. There's nothing like this.
Love it.
Great fun.
It sure is. Ross was telling me he normally doesn't hit driver off this tee.
Yeah.
Bit of an aggressive play I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
100%. You know, you've got some thick rough over here. You've got the trees on the other side, so it's not the easiest place to fit it in. But all you guys have hit driver and hit great shots, and Zach's just off the side of the green here. So yeah, maybe have to try the driver next time I'm out.
Right there. I know. Are we teaching you something
Yeah,
today?
definitely. Yeah, you show me how to play my own course.
We've got a great look right here. Very excited. Maybe we can get that elusive birdie. I think we're done with the wedge today. At least it's in timeout for the moment. We're gonna try this one. I'm gonna call it the 7-iron.
Use your imagination. Left green here would have to try and pop it, go round it, or just smash mine, but luckily he's got a big post in. Oh, he's done it.
It's a birdie as well, isn't it?
Well done, sir.
We do have a birdie look. However, it's not a great one. It's a little lengthy. See if we can't knock it up there close. Still would love the par at the end of the day. Pretty good speed right there. I'll take that. See if we can't tap this in for the first par of the day. We got a par. We got a par.
Well done.
We got a par.
Well done, my man.
This is a special moment. I'd like to thank all the support out there through the first 2 holes. I know that was a bumpy start. We're trending. On the way to the next hole, run across this. I am not sure what this is. If you could comment below what this is. It looks like an elk, maybe. Not really sure. Don't even really know what the purpose of this is. Yeah, so there's that. Number 4, Copse, par 3. Could you explain to me, is that Copse?
So copse. Yeah,
Copse.
again, it's another sort of Scottish term just for basically the little group of trees. So right in the middle of the course, we've got these group of fir trees and stuff like that right in the middle. So you're playing towards them. Anything that's long tends to end up in amongst them, so it can leave a bit of an interesting second shot. Anything short can be a bit of a tricky chip. So yeah, you got to fly it all the way basically and hope it stops.
There we
Just a bit like that.
That is getting close.
Oh,
What a shot. Are you serious? Dude, great shot, sir.
I love it, man.
I know I said that the Niblick was in timeout. However, it's really the only club of choice here. The others, I'm going to hit it too far, and we're not going putter. I'm not feeling the putter right now. So really, I'm left with no other option. We're going to send it. We'll take that all day long with the Niblick. Little tidy shot and a look for birdie on number 4. Are y'all kidding me? The Niblick with the bounce back. We've got a birdie look here. I mean, that's 2, outside chances at birdie on the last 2 holes. If we rolled this in, got a birdie today, oh my goodness, let's go. For the elusive birdie.
Oh, so close.
Oh, I didn't think a birdie was possible today, and halfway there, I thought that was in the hole. However, y'all, right here, that's 2 pars in a row. Let's go. Where are we at today, Ross?
So we're here at Kingarrock. We're just leaving the 4th green, heading off to the 5th tee, about 20 minutes from St Andrews, so not too far away from the old course for all those that are looking for a bit of a fun thing to do. Fill a little gap in your itinerary. Got a free morning, a free afternoon, and come out here. It takes a couple hours for your 4-ball to go around, have a bit of fun, play some hickory golf. You never know, you might want to play with the clubs in the afternoon. Take them out on the old course, take them out on Carnoustie, so there you go. Probably get a few funny looks when you turn up on the tee, but yeah, heading off to the 5th tee, which is the longest hole in the course, toughest hole in the course, so we'll see how these guys get on, see if they can master it.